Well, I can say, 5 years ago, I thought there's a lot of things that need to be fixed, it's like, man, but my opinion is worth a grain of salt. And just when I look at them, I'm like, man, and then all of a sudden you see things from a different angle, different level of height, 10,000 feet. You're like, okay, all right, maybe I was wrong. I see things a little bit differently. And then, as time has gone on, and, I can even say in the past 3 months, 5 months, probably a year, I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff changing. There's a lot of things happening. And I don't know if everybody's the same way. Race car drivers are like this. I'm like this. I know I'm like this. I don't know about other people, but it's like, change. Nobody likes to change. Nobody wants change. When they had the car tomorrow, I didn't want it. I had to live with it. I wanted what I had that was winning, and I didn't want to change. Now we got the next gen car. But the excitement for me is, Michael Jordan coming in. You got Justin Marks, Pitbull. You got Colleague Racing, stepping up to the plate. You got Junior Motorsports that wants to step up to the plate. You got car owners, Denny Hamlin obviously being a part of it. Brad, however that deal is going to work out. Jeff Gordon, going here. It's like, okay, wait a minute. Now all of a sudden, it looks like when the sun comes up, it looks a lot brighter. A lot of unknowns. Racing, but I've always been a fan of more owners, more teams, more stuff like that. We can't go back to the old days because this thing here won't go away like we wish, but it would be great to have some more owners involved and characters involved and more teams involved. Any way you look at it, I think that's just healthier for the sport. And then, the attraction of next gen car looking like the car race on Sunday, we buy on Monday, race on Sunday, getting back to those things, getting back to some of the things that made it good, and made it at the time. And our fans are either going to be between 65 and 25 and 65. I don't know where to land. You can't make them all 25. You can't make them all 65, but somehow you got to marry them together. And I think that looks a little bit better. So anyway, as far as a whole, your loaded question is going to come up with a loaded answer. I do think, and I feel like there's better things in NASCAR coming forward than there was maybe in the past 3 to 5 years.
And with like XRX being something that's recently came about, I know there's been a lot of fan reaction, whether they're competing with NASCAR, whether that's something completely different from NASCAR. Do you think SRX is sort of good for NASCAR? Because we've already seen it like give opportunities to drivers. Do you think that can have a place where it's good for NASCAR?
Well, if they want it that way, it could be. I know that I had to get permission from Fox to do this. And the quote was, if it brings more eyeballs to racing in general, then that's great. It doesn't matter where it's at, what it's on. We want to bring more. There used to be a saying, 75 million fans, right? And you're probably before you were born. So 75 million fans. Well, that's a lot of fans. Well, I'm not sure we have 75 million today. I don't know what the number would be, but if we can get more people entertained, watched, we can all learn from SRX. We can learn from that, the next gen, all that stuff to get more. And it's happening. I saw it at Road America this weekend. Amazing crowd, right? First race there, but amazing crowd. And we want to see that at all the venues. And if we can get SRX, if that brings eyeballs to that, and this brings eyeballs to this, I think there's a win-win situation. And in one hand, I think that would be great if it was all, hey, we're all doing this because we all love motorsports and we want fans to love motorsports too. And how do we do that? And we, I don't know. There's a million answers, but anyway, that's hopefully that this helps that. And this is good. And this is going to grow into where, who knows where that's going to take it with Ray and Tony. It's to me, I feel like it's this big and it's fixing it, and it's exploding.